Hi guys, some of you guys have been asking that I create the Desert Batman, or also known as the Nightmare Batman, that we see in the Batman vs Superman movie. Essentially, it's the Batman that appears in the nightmare that Bruce Wayne has, where he has this sort of nightmare about the future, and we see him in the desert fighting a whole bunch of soldiers that are apparently Superman soldiers. Not sure why Superman needs soldiers, but anyway. Also, that sequence had been spoiled by the evil toys. Essentially, months before the movie came out, there was this toy, this Batman toy that was released that was labeled Nightmare Batman. So pretty much everyone knew that essentially a whole sequence in the desert was actually a nightmare. Although I'm not sure when Bruce Wayne gained the power to see in the future, and even after watching the film, I have no idea why Bruce Wayne is able to see the future. Anyways, so we'll show you what you need to create the Desert Batman, and also we'll show a few alternate options in case you don't have the Batman v Superman emblem. So obviously you need the Batman call, and of course you need the Batman emblem from Batman v Superman. You need the sniper goggles, although there's some new Harley Quinn goggles that are in the marketplace right now, so those would probably do a much better job than the goggles I have right now. And the main piece of gear you need is the gunslinger coat. Essentially, in order to be able to have the sort of kind of coat that the Desert Batman has, that's the coat you need for that. And there's the military boots that you get at character creations. For the gloves, I went with the wizardly glove, but there's quite a few short gloves that you can actually use instead. But of course, if you don't want to spend $20 for the Batman call in the marketplace, there are cheaper alternatives. It doesn't look as good, but it is not as expensive either, so you make your choices there. So for the call, obviously the V-Slim line is the one to use. And the emblem, for a long time I was using the circled wing when I didn't have the Batman emblem. Of course, if you want something that looks more like a Batman mask than the V-Slimline mask, then the Daring Vigilante is an option. Sadly, the Daring Vigilante masks is only available in Prometheum lockboxes or to be purchased on the broker if you're not lucky enough to get it in them boxes. And there is the Dark Specter helmet that you can get from Batgirl. Essentially, it's a tier 2 piece of gear that you can buy fairly early in the game. If you really have to, I guess you could settle for the robot Batman headpiece. Again, it doesn't really look like Batman, but it's a Batman-inspired set of gear, so it's close enough. And there is the Gotham Knight helmet. Again, it doesn't really look like Batman, but again, it is inspired by Batman, so that could be an option too. And there is an alternative long coat that you can use if for some reason you don't want to use the gunslinger coat. Essentially, the gunslinger coat is a PvP piece of gear that you need to purchase from one of the PvP vendors, which means that you have to play some PvP to get the gunslinger coat. Or for this one, I'm pretty sure you can get it at character creation. And as you saw, there's a nice emblem in the back if you want. So you can get the trench coat early on if you want to, and you won't have to play any PvP to get it. So that is pretty much it for Desert Batman. It's a look that's fairly easy to achieve in this universe online. Although for the emblem, you can no longer purchase it in the marketplace. So sadly, unless they release a new Batman emblem, you're gonna have to settle for the circled wing. And for the headpiece, there's a few alternative version you can get for the headpiece if this one is too pricey for you. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.